Hey Eric, I just wanted to kind of show you a couple things on the car, just so that you know when it gets there you'll kind of hit the ground running with it, and you'll be able to just get in and go, oh, I wonder what this does. I'm going to kind of show you some things just to make it a little easier for you. I don't know if you really want this or not, but I'm going to show you anyway. So for example, like right here is your hood release for the outside. So you pull that and then make sure you push it back in, and then I'll go out there in a little minute and I'll show you the hood, how the hood opens. But at any rate, this is your headlight switch here. So that turns all your lights on. These are your wipers here. Okay. This key with this little red thing on is your ignition key. So you put that in with the teeth up. Now, when you go to start the car, you just basically hit the pedal once, maybe twice, push the clutch in, and it just fires right up. I mean, it's stone cold right now. Maybe kind of keep your foot on the accelerator for a little bit, 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, but it runs very smooth, and it's just really easy to operate. Let's see. Signals here, obviously. That sound you hear is the stereo, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is where the horn is right here. So just push that button. The horn button doesn't work. Emergency brake right here, and it works. Just pull it to release it. Just turn it, push down. Let's see, what else do I want to show you here? Right here, this knob here is for your, that's this one here for your air conditioning. So let's turn it on, and that works good. Gauges here. These gauges are your water temperature, oil, volt gauge, and they all work. This is a tachometer. Now the gauges here, aside from the speedometer, don't work. These are the original gauges, and they would have been on a 6-volt system, so they don't work. That's why you have these auxiliary gauges down here. This is a 5-speed manual transmission, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then reverses all the way over and down, like that. So, at any rate, let me show you under the hood. So once you've pulled that hood release, you want to look under the hood, just come over here, and there's a latch right here, and just take your hand and move it back this way. So move it back that way and open the hood. There's a bar here, lever, and there's a little hole right here for it. Just put that there, and that you can get under the hood. Take a look at this right here. I don't know if you've seen these or not. This is a battery cutoff switch. So you want to turn it all the way clockwise so it's firm down on the battery. If you want to disconnect the battery, just turn it like this. So like if you're not going to drive it for a few months or something, you might want to just disconnect the battery. There's no drain on the battery, but most of us with old cars, we like to have those on there. It's just kind of a nice feature. Good security measure too. You can take that all the way off like this. If you take this little wheel all the way off, you can take this and put it in your pocket when you're walking around. Nobody can start the car. So something to keep in mind, or you're going to drive it to work. So if you got a spot that you have to park where you're kind of unsure about, just sometimes just take that off and put that in your pocket. When you come back on, just screw it right back on there, and you're good to go. The doors, this is your key lock here, and you'll see there's about 4 keys here, and one of those keys opens and unlocks the door, so they do lock. So they pull the handle open. Another one of these keys is the trunk, and I'm going to lock it when I send it to you, but it's right under this little piece here, and you just put the key in, turn it, and then what you can do is lift up on it and open the trunk. Now look at this over here. See that? That's how you latch the trunk. So to get the trunk closed, just reach over, lift the trunk up and pull this lever toward you, and then you can close the trunk. But while we're here, I wanted to show you, this is some extra things for you. This is a custom bra for the front, so if you're commuting, that's probably not a bad thing. Just have that on the front. You can protect the paint. Shop manual, which you may have seen. This is all the paperwork, and of all the work that's been done over the years to the car. And here's a little, you know, shop handbook or owner's manual for the car. California card duster in there. Little card for the shift pattern that I showed you. I think this is a jack, maybe. At any rate, you got a few little things in here to look at. Keep you busy for a little bit. Again, just take a little pressure off the trunk lid, pull this towards you, and then close the trunk. I guess that's really about it. I just kind of wanted you to have an idea, you know, of some of the things if you weren't sure, you know. And I know you maybe it sounded to me like you didn't really ever have an old car, and so, you know, bear in mind they're not as as updated as the new cars. They're a little primitive compared to, especially in the 40s, compared to today's cars. So I wanted you to at least have some idea of how that goes. So at any rate, today is Friday, and Tara is setting up transport. So, you know, as soon as we get a definitive date and time, I'll let you know, and I'll take a few pictures of it getting on the truck and stuff, and I'll email you those, so at least you have those too. So at any rate, thank you very much for everything. I appreciate your business, and this is a really cool little car. I think you'll enjoy it. One thing I just thought about, I don't know if you know about these or not, I think I mentioned it in the other video, but these are cutouts. So like, let's say sometime you guys are going to go to a car show. If you want to be cool, just unbolt this right here and take this cap off both sides, and your exhaust will run right out there. It'd be kind of loud, and you know, that's kind of an old hot rodders deal from back in the day. So anyway, just thought I'd tell you that. That's really about all I can say about it. Otherwise, enjoy the car. I know you will. It's a cool car. Again, thanks for everything, and we'll talk to you soon.